What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a Memphis Grizzlies rebuild. So it's pretty obvious the Grizzlies aren't the greatest team in the world, but they're not the worst. So the Grizzlies, I think, have a bright future ahead of them after getting rid of guys like Mike Conley, Marc Gasol. Basically, after the grit and grind era, I think they're in good hands with Jamal Murray and potentially Jaren Jackson Jr. as well. But there's one thing we have to do before we go any further with this video. It is time to free this man. We gotta let this guy go. Iguodala has got to go, man. He just doesn't need to be here anymore. We need to let him free, let him go play for contender. So I'm gonna throw him in the trade finder. We're gonna get the best package for him. Actually, no, we're not, because we're gonna have to edit him real quick. That way his injury is gone away. But I love how 2K has put that personal reasons for his injury. I'd like that a lot. But we need to get rid of him. He needs to go. There's no reason for him to be anymore. We all know that. It is time for you to go, my friend. It's time for you to go to the Lakers, Clippers, or wherever you want to go. I don't know what we're going to get for you, but I'm going to throw you in the trade finder, and the best available trade I find is the one I'm taking. So hopefully there's a good one. I'm not going to sweat and try to make a proposed trade over this because we just need to get rid of this guy. I mean, it's that simple. So Iguodala, it is time to just get you out of here. You don't need to be in Memphis. So let's see. The Clippers are going to offer me a Magruder and Harkless. It makes sense that the Clippers would want him, so I like the idea of trading him there, but that's not a good return. Chandler Parsons, and we trade you a second-round pick. No thanks. You give me James Johnson, Joe Ingles, Ed Davis, Dedmon, Danny Green, Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell has been the best trade so far, and that's saying a lot. JJ Redick, Tony Snell, Jordan Bone, Patty Mills, Kent Bazemore, and Jan Mahimi, but we get a first-round pick. I'm so down to do this trade, although it makes 0 sense to trade him to the Wizards, but this isn't a realistic rebuild. As long as we got a pick for him, that's all I cared about, which we did. And Jan obviously will go ahead and really not play a whole lot for this team. But the rotation we're gonna run now that I guess it doesn't get affected too much because Iguodala wasn't playing anyway. But John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. are basically the future of this team, and we're gonna treat it that way. And Clark, I can't forget about Brandon Clark as well, who's also very good in his own right. But I'll probably send Josh Jackson to the G League because he's actually playing in the G League in real life. And then we'll go ahead and see how this team does. Dylan Brooks is a huge part of this future too. I'm going to try to keep him around and try to keep it that way. So let's just go ahead and see how this Grizzlies team does in the first season. Although, obviously, we're probably going to be a lottery team. Season has come to an end, and unfortunately, we actually lost our first-round pick to the Boston Celtics. But we do gain one from the Utah Jazz as we get the 21st pick overall. Not going to help us a whole lot, but that's all right. So let's go ahead and see how the stats ended up. Obviously, John Morant probably led the way. 17 points, 6 assists. Want to see him get a little bit better from there. But then we have Jonas Valanciunas, Jaren Jackson, Brandon Clark, and John Morant are the safest players in this video. So I'm not getting rid of them by any means, but everybody else, you better watch it because you might be traded at any moment. So let's go ahead and get a good trainer and a good head coach because we're going to need that throughout the video. But let's go to the draft because we do have a draft pick, so that is the fortunate thing. My thing is, though, I kind of want to trade into the draft. That way we could go in and get like a really good, I don't know, good center. I don't know, James Wiseman maybe? No. We could get like Anthony Edwards. We could go for anybody really. So I kind of want to trade into the draft, but at the same time, I'm okay with not. I'm just okay with the team we got. But I'm going to try to trade in if I can. I don't know if it'll let me or what will be offered to me, but I'm going to try. Can't say I didn't try. I do like the idea of getting Kendrick Nunn, though. That's not bad, actually. And how long? Okay, he's only has 1 year left on his contract. Although we would be trading a first-round pick and 2 seconds for Kendrick Nunn. I don't hate the idea of Kendrick Nunn. I don't get him a whole lot. I actually might come back to that. We can go Buddy Hield from Memphis. Let's see, Julius Randle. Or Buddy Hield from Sacramento. I don't know why I said Memphis. And then Karis LeVert, Warren, Aldridge, Oubre. You know what? Why not? Let's do this trade. We're going to get Kendrick Nunn. I think he's going to be better than anybody we could get at the end of the draft. And we need Jonas Valanciunas out of here anyway. And we get Winslow. So can't sleep on that as well. Winslow will probably be a nice backup point guard off the bench. And Kendrick Nunn will probably start at shooting guard. Although he is 6'2". So that might be a little bit tough. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Why not? It's something different. I haven't got Kendrick Nunn in a video before. So he does go up 2 overall as well. So John Morant and Kendrick Nunn leading the backcourt, which is going to be fun. I like it. So let's move on from the draft now that we've got that all taken care of. As far as rookie signings, they did take Charles Bassi, however you say it, and then Marco Gudarich got taken, or that's the player options. I don't need him. Melton, I wouldn't mind him back. We definitely need point guard depth, so let's go ahead and see. We got negative $20.39 million in cap space right now. Jan, Solomon, Crowder, Josh Jackson's a free agent who just came from the G League. Iguodala, and get rid of his trade exception. And then as far as everybody else, Dylan Brooks is a free agent as well. I definitely want him back if I can get him. And then Utah Watanabe, however you say it, Utah Watanabe. Yeah, he's definitely somebody I wouldn't mind getting back either. But as far as our bird rights are concerned, Josh Jackson wants a bag. Not going to be good with that. I will go ahead and give Dylan Brooks his contract, though, because I wouldn't mind him back. So we're going to get Dylan Brooks back. And then let's see what else we can find out here as far as players we can afford. Montrez as our starting center. I don't get Montrez a whole lot. I'm going to offer him a contract. Why not? Let's do it. Montrezl Harrell and Dylan Brooks. I'm cool with that. We'll go with those two for our first signings in free agency. We have John Morant, Tyus Jones right now, Nunn and Dylan Brooks. Justice Winslow and Kyle Anderson right now, and then Jackson, Clark, and then Montrezl Harrell has taken over the center spot for us. So yeah, I like this team. I don't know if I want Justice Winslow to be my starting small forward. I kind of would rather him be a backup point guard because that's kind of what he runs in real life anyway. So we'll see what small forwards we might have available to us. Not a whole lot. We could go for a guy like Joe Harris, who's just going to be nice. Josh Jackson we could get back as well. I think I'm going to try to get him back on his qualifying offer. Don't think I'm going to give him the contract he wants, obviously. But we're probably going to sign like one more player, like Nerlens Noel. We'll go ahead and give him like a one-year deal off the bench or something. And then we'll go ahead and get all of our restricted free agents back, and we can see what this rotation's actually about to look like. It's going to be the rotation for season number 2. John Morant, Kendrick Nunn, Justice Winslow is going to be our starting small forward. We have Jaren Jackson Jr., Montrezl Harrell, Brandon Clark, Nerlens Noel, Dylan Brooks, and DeAnthony Melton rounding it up. So yeah, this team isn't bad. I actually like the way it's looking so far. I do love the idea of Kendrick Nunn and John Morant leading the way going towards the future. Jaren Jackson, obviously, another key piece of this franchise, and Montrezl Harrell should do some nice things for us as well. Nerlens Noel is always going to be that nice defensive center that we could use whenever Montrezl Harrell. You know, Montrezl is just kind of short for a center. That way, Nerlens Noel can come in and if we need him to you know, play those bigger centers if we need him to. But for the system proficiency, we're going with a 3.5 rating at 7 seconds with Michael Stauffer leading the way. Other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the season, and hopefully we can make the playoffs. At the end of the season, James Harden is your most valuable player, if it wasn't already obvious enough that he was going to win it, because he's obviously always scoring the ball like crazy. James Wiseman, once again, is your Rookie of the Year on the Pelicans, although when I did a Pelicans rebuild, I couldn't get the #1 pick to get James Wiseman. How fair is that? DeMarcus Cousins on the Raptors is your 6-man quad defense player, and John Morant's your most improved at 27 points and 9 assists a game. This man is a savage. Very awesome. All-NBA second team. Let's get John Morant on the All-NBA third team. I like to see that. We are the 4th seed going up against the Phoenix Suns. Can you imagine how fun that series would be to watch? Like Devin Booker versus John Morant. That would be some Ayton versus Jaren Jackson. That would be one of the most, that would be such a fun series to watch. It is insane. But 27 points from John Morant, 22 from Montrezl Harrell. Jaren Jackson had 17 himself, and Clark with 13. I really like what I see now with some of these players. Very productive. Kendrick Nunn didn't score a whole lot, actually. That, you know, more, I actually wanted him to score a little bit more than that, but his tendencies are probably down. And, you know, it's 2K, so I would probably have to edit the tendencies if I really want him to be better. But we're up 1-0 on Phoenix, 2-0. Can we go up 3-0 on these boys? Nope, 2-1. And are we going to lose? 3-1. And let's beat these in 5. Okay, let's go. We get to play Houston, or Houston, however you want to say it. This is going to be tough. This is tough, obviously. We're facing the MVP and Russell Westbrook. But like I said in the last video, no one wants to lose to Russell Westbrook. We're down 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, and yeah, we lost to Russell Westbrook. Just, you know, to my surprise, we lost to him. So we have some work to do. Let's get into this offseason. Pick I got from the Andre Iguodala trade is going to be the reason I get Jamal Murray. I don't get this guy very often, so I'm going to try to shoot for Jamal Murray. Plus, the Nuggets are listed as selling right now. So I'm going to sell the whole farm to get this man. So let's see if we can get Jamal Murray. Okay, obviously we're not giving them a ton of assets other than first-round picks. So that's 4 first-rounders right there. I'll offer another one. If you don't want to do that, I guess I'll wait till after the draft to get them. And okay, so let's wait till after the draft where we should have a little bit more assets. Let's go to the 22nd pick overall and see what we can land. Hopefully somebody good to help me land Jamal Murray. Let's see what we got. Brian Antoine, Sharif. I go Brian Antoine. we'll send to the end on that, and hopefully the Nuggets are still selling by the time we get out of this. I doubt it, but I'm gonna still try anyway. Let's go ahead and accept that. And then for the qualifying offers, we have Kendrick Nunn and DeAnthony Melton, who are both free agents. Kendrick Nunn did his thing, but I kind of want to bring Jamal Murray here to Memphis, and they're probably not selling anymore. Looks okay, they still are. That is what I'm talking about. So let's go to Jamal Murray. We should be able to get him now that we have our full roster and should have a little bit more assets to give up. So let's go to the Nuggets. Jamal Murray is going to immediately become our starting shooting guard, just because I know Kendrick Nunn is better, but he just didn't really get the job done on the game. So I'm going to go Justice Winslow, who should bring in a decent amount of value to the trade. Let's go ahead and offer up Brian Antoine, who we just got in a trade, and see. Okay, so just like that, we got Jamal Murray to immediately be our starting shooting guard. That is what I'm talking about. He actually was a natural shooting guard coming into the league, and they have turned him into a point guard, which he's done a fine job at. But Ja Morant and Jamal Murray should be a very nice backcourt to build on in the future. So just like that, I'm loving this team. We have Kyle Anderson at small forward, Jaren Jackson, Brandon Clark still, and Montrezl Harrell. We really don't have a starting small forward now that we just traded Justice Winslow. So really, I could go out there and get anybody, and the guy I really want, if he's out here, he's not. Okay, actually, maybe he just might be a little too expensive. Let's see if I can find him. And he's a former Toronto Raptor, a guy that's just going to come in, play defense, and shoot threes. We do need Kendrick Nunn back as well, but it's saying I can't afford him, which is weird. I must not have his bird rights. But OG, I really wanted OG if I could get him. I think he'd be a perfect fit here, and I really like the idea of him because he's not going to come in and score a whole lot, but he's going to come in and play nice defense. But we have so many players we could get rid of. I don't know why I haven't done this yet, but let's go ahead. I don't want to take back salary. I want to go ahead and shed it. So let's not do that. I'm going to do this trade immediately to get rid of Kyle Anderson, and then we're going to go try to get rid of Tyus Jones as well because you're no longer needed, and some more picks I'll take. All right, so let's see how much our cap space situation has turned up to now. We should have a decent amount, 4.3 mil, 4.39 I should say. And then I forgot to read out some of the rights here. Bruno Caboclo, Melton, and Kendrick Nunn I'm definitely still interested in bringing back. OG is going to be a little bit of a hard sell to bring him in now that we want Kendrick Nunn as well. It sucks I don't have his bird rights. What OG wants $13 million a year. I would get Bol. That would be funny to get him, but you know, now that I see him, we have to get him. He always balls out. He always balls out. We got to get him. We got to get Bol, and we're going to get him. So Bol is going to be our starting center, and Montrezl Harrell could move to the bench like he naturally is anyway. So although he did a great job, so maybe I don't necessarily need Bol, but we're going to get him anyway because why not? All right, so let's see what else we can grab out here. We do have bird rights on Melton, which I like to see that. So we're going to offer him a one-year deal. And then I think I might be missing out on being able to afford Kendrick Nunn back now, unfortunately, which sucks. But I should be able to match any offer he gets if 2K doesn't do me wrong here. So I think we'll be good there. Kendrick Nunn should immediately come back. We still don't have a starting small forward now that I actually think about it. So that's a little bit of a problem. We really actually need to fix that. So as good as Montrezl Harrell was, now that we have Bol, he always balls out like I said. We're going to go ahead and trade Montrezl for a starting small forward. We just need to find a decent one. Let's see if we can find it. Bojan Bogdanovic, I don't really want to score. I did see Buddy Hield, which would be awesome. Levert, Will Barton would do the job, and we get Justice Winslow back. Might come back to that trade. Covington would do his thing, but I got him in the last video. Klay Thompson, but we'd have to trade Bol. I'm going to go with Will Barton and Justice Winslow, I guess. We're going to grab those two to be our small forwards right now. And that should be good. So, you know, more trades with the Denver Nuggets. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we should have a full rotation now, and then Kendrick Nunn coming back is only going to help out even more. So once we get Kendrick Nunn back, this should be a full roster. And now that we have Bol coming in, we have Jamal Murray coming in, this should be up to a championship team. So we're going to match whatever offer Kendrick Nunn gets. It should give me the option to match, hopefully anyway. And it looks like he hasn't signed an offer just yet. He's got 9 offers. Let's see what he's got out there. 3 years, 49 mil. I gotta have to accept it. All right, I'm gonna have to match. I'm bringing him in. We're gonna do that, and then I think, why is RJ Barrett always out here? I could have paired the number 2 and the number 3 pick together. Didn't even notice that, but that's all right. We're gonna go ahead, sim to the end of next season, and let's win this championship. Rookie of the year goes to Bol. As we went 52 and 30, he had 22 points, 11 11 rebounds. I told you guys, this guy balls out. He just does. I don't know what it is. He balls out. So that's why I wanted to get him. All NBA first team, all NBA second, and all NBA third. Jamal Murray still making it on there. I like to see that. And as far as the stats went, let's go ahead and check that out. We went 52 and 30, which is very good. But here were the player stats. We had 23 points from Jamal Murray, 22 from Bol Bol, and Jamal Murray with 17. So essentially, really, Bol Bol just kind of replaced Montrezl Harrell's production, which is great. So let's go ahead and see if the Clippers kept Kawhi and Paul George. They did keep Kawhi. They do have Drew Holiday. Funny enough, I actually traded Drew Holiday to the Clippers in the Pelicans video, if you guys didn't see that. And it'd be kind of crazy if he went to Los Angeles. So the Clippers, their defensive lineup would be so nasty. It would be insane what they could do on the floor to other teams. They could clamp them up, no problem. But we do even it up with the Clippers. 3-2 for us, please. Let's win in 6. Win in 6. Let's go. We just beat Kawhi, the defending champion. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Minnesota Timberwolves as we're up 2-0 on them. 2-1. Let's not lose to Minnesota. They have Wiggins. We can't lose to Wiggins. Okay. And we can play Golden State. We don't have to play Russell Westbrook again. So that's good. All right, let's go ahead and see. 48 points from Bol Bol. Are you kidding me, man? This guy's a monster. 48 and 15. That's what I like to see. We get to play Golden State, which is probably going to be a tough matchup. I'm assuming they still have Curry, obviously, Clay, D'Lo. Yeah, they basically got the same team, and Draymond Green is somewhere to be found. And they signed Melo. That even makes it even harder. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat them, though. We're up 1-0 on these Golden State Warriors. 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. Do not let this dynasty start back up. Let's go. We beat them. We are in the NBA Finals. We get to play the 76ers. This is going to be another tough matchup, but we've had tough matchups the whole way. Let's make sure we continue our tough matchups by beating them. So let's see what happens. We're up 1-0, 2-1. We're down 2-1. 3-2 for us, winning 6. Let's go. Memphis is champions. So let's go. John Morant is your finals MVP. That was a fun video. That was a very good way to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Definitely hit that like button if you did. And here were the playoff stats as Jamal Murray stepped it up big time in the playoffs with 20 points per game. So that's awesome to see. Love this team. It looked pretty good on paper, and it seemed like it obviously transferred over to the real stat line because we won a championship. Hey guys, this is Crash Bulls. Now I'm saying peace.